Yo, what's up?
We're Fizz and Boog.
And right now, you tuned in to BallerStatus.com.
What's up, everyone? This is Jose with BallerStatus. I'm here with Fizz and Boog. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Have you guys, B2K, everyone already knows you guys have had a big impact on pop culture because, you guys were kind of like the first hip-hop and R&B, like, boy band kind of thing. And, how do you see that in culture? How do you think it's affected, today's culture and today's youth?
I think, me personally, I think it did a good thing for the youth. I mean, you got a lot of dance movies that came after that. A lot of kids not on the streets trying to do negative things, but they're in dance crews, having dance battles of their own. America's Best Dance Crew, you know what I mean? It's like a lot of stuff that came from that, right? From us dancing and being the performers of it.
Definitely. Would you ever consider having all four of you guys reunite down the line, maybe possibly? Or
yeah, I mean, it's not something we're opposed to doing. We talk about it all the time. If it ever comes back, then we're willing to participate.
Definitely. So I guess Michael Jackson was kind of almost like the godfather of your style, your guys' style of music, and performance, with the dancing and all that stuff. How did he inspire you guys and influence you guys as artists? Tell us about it.
His influence was a huge impact, I would say, in all of our lives. I mean, from the time I was 3 years old, I knew who Michael Jackson was and wanted to be just like him. So, I mean, in everything we do, we try to, keep his legacy going.
He kind of set the bar of what a superstar is, you know what I mean? If you're going to come, you got to come like Mike, you know what I mean? You got to come like Mike. It was like some Michael Jackson type, you know what I mean? Whenever people speak of it, you know what I mean? You got to try to make this stuff on that level. He's definitely the one that set that bar.
So both of you guys, you had fame at a really, really young age. How did you guys deal with that? Was it ever difficult and stuff?
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we kind of adapted to it so quick because it happened so fast. So, I mean, we still had a childhood. We didn't get really famous until we were 15 years old. So we went to regular school up until high school, and then we had each other. It was four of us, so we weren't really brothers, but we developed that friendship, along the road.
All right, so I guess you guys, since you started so early, you've had a pretty long career in show business and the music industry. What kind of wisdom have you guys gained as artists and as businessmen? In your time.
You gotta be involved in everything that you do. You know what I mean, and look at it as your craft more so than your work. It's my job. You know what I mean? Because being in the entertainment field, period, it's a 25/8 job, not a 24/7. If you want to be amongst the best, do what you say you love to do every second of the day. You know what I mean? So that's what we've learned in being in this industry from the young age all the way up to 24, 23.
I know you guys, because you had contract obligations with B2K and stuff, so you kind of took a step back from music, and from the public limelight. How did you guys kind of gear up? Now you're back in the mix of things. How did you gear up to come back to the public spotlight and kind of make a more mature image for yourself now that you guys are 23 and 24?
I would say it just came along with being focused and really staying focused on what we wanted to do. And that was putting out music. So we took our time to try to figure out how to do it the right way. And once we figured it out, we had to find the sound of music we wanted to go with. So we started recording. It took us about 2 years to find that sound. And once we found it, we felt like it was time to present it to the world.
So kind of describe that sound and that vibe to people.
It's us, you know what I mean? I could really say that when you hear the Nightlife album from Fizz and Boog, you're not gonna hear anything on there that sounds like this person's song or that person's song. It really is a new sound of music that we're doing. So I think that best describes it. I mean, it's sexy. We have our times where we're partying. We have our times where we're serious. We have our times where we kind of having a conversation on the record. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of different feels on that.